People, my people, allow me to continue spreading the gospel of the great gin. I'm here to offer you salvation, my children, my friends, my subscribers. Now, today I'd like to expand the good news gospel into Brogan's Way Everyday Salvation Gin, which is the reason why I'm currently sounding a bit like one of those televangelical preachers. I'm here to tell you about your salvation, because it says so on the bottle. It's a bit like the Bible. Why is it true? Because the Bible says it is. Why is this your salvation? Because you'll notice right about there on the bottle, it says the word salvation. So therefore, it should be your salvation. Now, as far as gins go, that kid waddles out, hops on the seesaw, and he basically catapults the other not so fat kid on the other end of the seesaw into the next park. Bang, that's it. That kid on seesaw. The other kid goes, ba-ding! Yeah, he's out of the oval. It's really good. Not surprisingly, my promise to you from the bottom of my heart, because I'm the kind sharing guy, just ignore the ex-wife, is I bring you the very best, because I'm that kind sharing little guy, as long as you ignore the ex-wife who thinks that I'm a entirely different person. But we won't go into my ex-wife just yet. Perhaps a couple more gins inside me, we might. Okay, not today. So this stuff, it's made in Richmond. Allow me to put my glasses on and I will tell you where in Richmond. It's in North Street, Richmond. Now, I don't know Richmond terribly well, and I certainly that's one of my bigger failings in life. But it's Richmond, for those of you who don't live in Melbourne, is a kilometre or two out of the city. There's a train line, Richmond Station, right on Punt Road. And occasionally the P is pronounced as a C in Pico, or if there's a football town to crowd around, so it's not actually Punt Road, it's, yeah, you got it. Not going to go there. Made the joke already. So Richmond, it's quite close in. Now, as for drinkability, neat. Always like my spirits, let these things talk for themselves. It's a bit like someone asked me once, did I speak to my wife? And I said, I haven't spoken to my wife in 2 years. And they go, really? You're married and you haven't spoken to your wife in 2 years? I said, yeah. Why should I? They go, that's incredibly rude. Why have you not spoken to your wife in 2 years? I looked and went, dude, didn't your parents ever tell you it was rude to interrupt? Ta-da-boom, dish. Okay, this stuff, neat. Oh, there was the burn. The burn tells me that you bet it's 42%. I'll look at the back. You see the label one more time. What does the write-up say? Everyday Salvation Gin. Balanced Australian dry gin. Layers strawberry gum and zesty white grapefruit peel, enlivened by a gentle pepperberry heat. Certainly got the heat on it. It's the ultimate companion to kick back and cool off with. All those moments when you feel like killing the kids. This is the reason why. I remember once saying to Selena that I wanted to drink enough to the point where I actually liked our kids, and she looked at me and went, you realise that's going to take a lot of alcohol. Because they'd be completely freaking horrid. And for those of you who don't know, I'm here to look in the camera and go, I have a singleton, he's 11, and I've got a pair of 6-year-old twins. So if you want truly horrible and the ultimate contraceptive, I give you the twin. Because when they gang up, they're complete little shits. And I generally go to something like this. Now, okay, I'm going to pour a bit more. It's a cold, wet day in Melbourne. Not uncommon. We're having a La Nina summer, which kind of means that it gets wet on a regular basis. I'm going to pour out, okay, a bit more. I hate smelling good booze. Good booze, like good wild thing, is to be treasured, and I certainly treasure the good wild thing. I treasure my good booze. I'm going to add an ice cube, what's left of one, because good booze and cocktails is functionally chemistry. So if you fail chemistry, I suggest you go out and try practicing cocktails. And I'm going to add Diva Tree Premium Indian, the usual stuff, and see what this does to it. Oh, and thank you for hitting the subscription button, by the way. That's really appreciated. It helps a lot. Gives me a boost, makes me more willing to come out and drink quality booze. And yeah, hey, stop laughing. Like I need encouragement to go drinking quality booze. Anyway, this is going to get combined with a good tonic water. One of my favourite, actually. And what happens? Apart from fizzing. Okay. The juniper's still there. The pepperberry is very much in existence. It's amazing. Okay, it is simply amazing. I love living in Melbourne. I love my wife. I love my kids. I love the fact that there is an embarrassment of good gin in this city at the moment. And every time I turn around, there seems to be more of it out there. And my vow to you is to get to it all, but it seems to be like I never will. To be honest with you, there's so many Victorian gins that I'm gonna have to start ringing out people and go, can you send me a bottle? There's Otway gin from down in the Otways. There's one up in Mildura. There's gins just popping all over there like mushrooms. And to find this delicious stuff in Richmond, of all places, really adds to the magic of living in this place. I would drink this with a gin and soda. Make this a soda water. Must admit, sorry, the Indian tonic water, I think it more likely overpowers it, to be honest with you. But this is a gin in which you drink at the end of a shitful day. Okay, you come home, the boss has been a complete turd, or you've been arguing with the wife and that, and you sit there and go, basically, screw it. If I don't calm down, if I don't de-stress, I'm just going to go out and take an axe to the next half dozen people on the street. So you pour a good measure of this beautiful stuff out, and ice cube, tonic water, like a load of tonic water or soda water, and you sit back and drink one or two of these, and you just sit there and go, and worship the goddess that I worship. Fuck it. Just, fuck it. A sacred symbol. So that's this sort of gin. It's an everyday gin. It's a gin that you drink because you're happy, because you're sad, you're horny, you had a fight, you've made up. It's an everyday salvation gin. I think that's about as best a description of a gin I've come across. And like I say, there's an amazing amount of really good gins out there that I've got to get around to. God damn it, Jim, just do it. It's about $70 or $80 a bottle. It's a good sized bottle. One of these will certainly get the party started. And like I say, in the interest of quality research and the best reviews, you can see how much of this sucker's missing. And yeah, I think this is in the lead up to Christmas. God, go out and buy a crate of it. Do yourself a favour, get a lot of this. Or go down to the distillery and I imagine help yourself to a whole lot of stuff online. Talk to the people who make it. I'm Odin. You've hit the subscribe button. Basically, leave comments, people. You subscribe and you're not leaving comments. That's don't stop. Subscribe, yes, but leave me comments. Leave me recommendations, because I can't find every gin distillery in Melbourne or Victoria or Australia. So I really want to do the Victorians first, and then I want to get into the Australian gins, because there's a wonderful little distillery from Adelaide that I really want to get into, and I've got to complete the Victorian stuff first before I get into this stuff. So like, subscribe, like, share, but suggest gins that you really like and you want to get the news out on in the comments. Okay, I'm Odin, you're the subscriber. I'm spreading the good gospel of great gin and tonic and happiness through alcohol. And go and tell your friends. Simple as that. Go and tell your friends. I'm Odin, and I'll catch you around in a couple of weeks. I actually intend to do a Christmas gin. So drinkable Christmas pudding. Can you believe it? It's out there. I'm going to get it to you. I'll catch you around. Bye.